God said to Jonah, quickly get up and go to Nineveh, that great city. Preach against them, telling them that I'm about to judge them because of their sin and their wickedness. Jonah knew that God was a merciful God, and if the people of Nineveh repented, that he would be quick to forgive them. Oh, and he didn't want that. So he went the other way, and he went to a seaport town called Joppa. There he bought his ticket, got on a ship going to Tarshish. He wanted as far away from the will of God as he could get, so there'd be no possibility that the people of Nineveh could repent. Once the ship was out at sea, God sent a violent storm that struck the ship. The sailors were terrified because they realized that the ship was about to go down and they would all drown. They quickly took the cargo and threw it overboard to try to lighten the ship, but it did no good. Finally, they fell down and started worshiping their various gods. It was then they realized that Jonah was down in the hole fast asleep. The captain went down and woke him up and said, "Wake up! Wake up! Don't you realize we're about to die? You need to get up and pray to your God." Just then the storm got worse, and they continued to work against the storm. And it was then that they realized that this storm was because of somebody who was on the ship. They cast lots to see who it was, and that's when they found out that it was Jonah. They went to him and said, who are you? And what have you done? He said, "I serve the living God who created the sea and the land. I'm running away from him." Just then, the storm got decisively worse. They yelled back at him, "What do we have to do to you to get the storm to stop?" Jonah said, "This storm won't stop until God gets what he wants. He wants you to take me and throw me overboard. Until you do that, the storm won't stop." The men didn't want to kill an innocent man, so they went back and desperately tried to take the ship to shore. But they finally realized that they were fighting against God. At that point, they asked the Lord for mercy for what they were about to do. Then they went and grabbed Jonah, took him to the edge and threw him over into the sea. And as soon as he entered the sea, the storm stopped. The sailors were shocked at the power of God. They fell down and worshiped him and made vows that they would serve no other God but him. God had prepared a large fish who was waiting for Jonah. As soon as he entered the water, the fish swallowed him into his stomach. Jonah was there for 3 days. Finally, he acknowledged that it was God that put him in the fish. He said, "Lord, I will give you what you want. I will be thankful for your will, and I will do what you want me to do." With that, the fish swam to shore and threw him up on dry ground.